Leeds fans, stop scrolling right now. Elland Road just erupted with breaking news that changes the entire survival landscape. 3 massive headlines just collided, and one number is already shaking the boardroom: £325,000 a week. That is the figure standing between Leeds United and a 4-time Premier League winner who has just been officially exiled by his current club. But that's not the only bombshell. While Daniel Farke fights for his job, a legendary figure just hit a breaking point with his national team, sparking rumours of the most emotional reunion in football history. And if that wasn't enough, we have confirmed reports of a £17 million bid for a Real Madrid striker. If you bleed white, yellow and blue, hit like and subscribe right now, because the next few minutes will determine if we stay up or sink. We start with the exiled superstar who could save our season. Whispers turned into shouting, and the shouting has turned into a confirmed reality at Stamford Bridge. The name on everyone's lips: Raheem Sterling. And here is the situation that has put Leeds United on red alert. Enzo Maresca just walked into a press conference and delivered the final nail in the coffin for Sterling's Chelsea career. He confirmed on record that Sterling is currently training with the under-21 squad alongside Axel Disasi. This isn't just a rotation issue, this is a complete freeze-out. Maresca explicitly stated that Sterling is helping the young players, signalling there is absolutely zero path back to the first team. Now, why does this matter to us? Because Leeds United are currently ranked 18th in goals scored per game, sitting on a pathetic 10 goals total. We are drowning and we need a life raft. Reports confirm that Leeds have emerged as genuine contenders to sign Sterling in January, alongside Crystal Palace. But here is where it gets interesting. Sources suggest Sterling would prefer to stay in London, which gives Palace an edge. But can Oliver Glasner offer him a guaranteed starting spot? Probably not. At Elland Road, Raheem Sterling wouldn't just be a player, he would be the main man. Daniel Farke knows he needs Premier League proven quality. You don't win relegation battles with potential alone, you win them with players who have been there and done that. Sterling is a 4-time Premier League winner. His personal best is 20 goals in a single campaign. Imagine that kind of firepower entering a squad that is missing big chances every single week. But let's address the elephant in the room: the money. Sterling is on a reported £325,000 a week. That figure would shatter our wage structure into a million pieces. It is impossible for Leeds to pay that alone. The only way this deal happens is if Chelsea are desperate enough to subsidise a massive percentage of his wages just to get him out of the door. And looking at Maresca's brutal honesty, they might be exactly that desperate. This move is a massive gamble on a player whose career has trended downward recently. But ask yourself this: is a confident Raheem Sterling better than what we currently have on the wings? The stats say yes. We are creating chances, 22 big chances created, 10th in the league, but we are missing them. We have missed 17 big chances. That is criminal. A finisher like Sterling changes those draws into wins. So, I need to ask you, the Elland Road faithful, would you break the bank for Raheem Sterling? Is he the saviour we need, or is he a washed-up mercenary looking for a paycheck? Drop your honest opinion in the comments right now, because the board is watching the fan reaction closely. But while Farke looks for a saviour on the pitch, his own position in the dugout is under fire, and a ghost from the past is suddenly becoming very real. If the Sterling news didn't get your heart racing, this next development will absolutely tear you apart emotionally. We are talking about the man who gave us our identity back. The man who sat on a bucket and watched us conquer the championship, Marcelo Bielsa. Reports from South America indicate that El Loco is closer than ever to leaving his post as head coach of Uruguay. The situation has reached a breaking point. Uruguay just suffered a humiliating 5-1 defeat to the UZ, and despite it being a friendly, the tension behind the scenes is palpable. Bielsa has gone winless in the November international break, and reliable sources like The Athletic are reporting a massive disconnect between the manager and his players. His cold demeanour and public defence of poor performances have alienated the dressing room. Sound familiar? It's the classic Bielsa cycle, but this time, the timing feels like destiny. While Bielsa's world in South America is crumbling, Daniel Farke's grip on the Leeds job is slipping. We are hovering near the relegation zone, and the pressure in West Yorkshire is suffocating. Pundits and fans alike are predicting that Farke might not last another 5 games if results don't turn around immediately. The narrative is writing itself. The stars are aligning for a sensational return. Imagine the scenes at Elland Road, the tactical genius returning to save the club he loves from the drop. We know Bielsa never underestimated the power of the Leeds fans. Unlike Farke, who has recently come under fire for some of his comments regarding the supporters, Bielsa understood the soul of this city. He had a 49% win rate with us. He ended 16 years of hurt. But we have to be realistic. Bielsa's style requires extreme physical exertion, specific player profiles, and time to implement. Do we have that in the middle of a relegation dogfight? Bringing him back would be the ultimate romantic move, but it could also be a disaster if the current squad can't handle the murder ball training sessions. Yet, the rumors persist. With the 49ers ownership group pledging commitment to Farke publicly, we all know that usually means the sack is looming. If Farke goes and Bielsa is free, the call will be made. It has to be made. The question is, has too much time passed? Is the squad too different, or is Marcelo Bielsa the only man crazy enough and brilliant enough to keep us in the Premier League? I want you to close your eyes and imagine walking into Elland Road with Bielsa back on the touchline. Does that thought fill you with hope or dread? Because while we dream of managers past, the club is looking to the future with a massive bid for a Real Madrid starlet that proves they are serious about survival right now. While the Sterling rumours swirl and the Bielsa dream lingers, the Leeds United board has decided to stop waiting and start acting. We have received confirmation that the club is preparing a serious, concrete offer to sign Real Madrid striker Gonzalo Garcia this winter. And when we say serious, we mean money on the table. Reports from Spain state that Leeds are ready to launch a £17 million bid to bring the 21-year-old to West Yorkshire. This isn't a loan with an option, this is a statement of intent. Leeds United wants to buy a Real Madrid talent outright. The club hierarchy is convinced that Garcia possesses the necessary qualities to succeed in England and, more importantly, to transform our season. We are sitting 16th in the table, clinging on for dear life, and the current attack simply isn't cutting it. Garcia is seen as the solution. He scored 4 goals and provided 1 assist in the FIFA Club World Cup, showing he can do it on big stages, but his minutes at Madrid have been limited. This is where the conflict arises. Real Madrid, knowing the potential of their academy product, would prefer a loan deal. They want him to get minutes but return to the Bernabeu. However, Leeds' aggressive £17 million proposal has put massive pressure on the Spanish giants. They are now forced to make a momentous decision about his future. Rumors suggest Madrid might counter with a buyback clause, a common tactic they used with players like Alvaro Morata and Achraf Hakimi. Would Leeds accept that? Probably would. Now, if it means getting the player now, but here is the risk. We are fighting relegation. Is a 21-year-old with almost no experience in English football the answer? It is a massive gamble. Farke needs experience, he needs leaders. Signing a youngster and expecting him to shoulder the goal-scoring burden of a Premier League survival bid is a heavy weight to place on young shoulders. It could be the masterstroke that saves us, or it could be another Jorginho Rutter situation where the talent is there but the immediate impact isn't. The player himself is reportedly attracted to the idea of playing regularly in the most competitive league in the world. His fate will be decided in the coming weeks, but this bid proves one thing. The 49ers are not planning to go down without a fight. They are willing to spend. But is 17 million on potential better than spending that money on proven experience? This transfer window is shaping up to be the most critical in our recent history. We have the ambition, we have the targets, but do we have the right strategy? If Garcia signs, he walks straight into the starting 11. That is the pitch. Come to Leeds, be the hero, keep us up. We are staring at the barrel of a gun, Leeds fans. The next few months will define the next decade of this football club. Let's look at the complete picture we just painted. We have a board willing to sanction a wage structure overhaul for Raheem Sterling, a proven winner who has lost his way. We have the spectre of Marcelo Bielsa looming large over a manager who is losing the faith of the fan base. And we have a daring £17 million raid on Real Madrid for a striker who could be the next big thing or a costly mistake. This is not a club acting calmly, this is a club in desperate motion. The relegation zone is breathing down our necks, and mediocrity is no longer an option. If we land Sterling, we fix the immediate lack of composure in the box. If we bring back Bielsa, we reignite the fire and passion that made the world fall in love with Leeds United. If we sign Garcia, we invest in a future where we are not just surviving, but thriving. But we cannot do all three. Choices must be made. Sacrifices will be required. The identity of Leeds United is on the line. Are we a club that recycles past glories, or are we a club that takes bold risks on future stars? The reality is likely somewhere in between. If Daniel Farke cannot get a result in the next fixture against Aston Villa, the Bielsa noise will become deafening. If the attack blanks again, the cries for Sterling and Garcia will become demands. We are walking a tightrope. Now, I need you to do 3 things if you want this club to survive. First, smash that like button if you believe the 49ers need to spend big in January to keep us up. Second, comment below. If you had to choose one, Sterling's experience, Bielsa's return, or Garcia's potential, which one do you pick and why? I want to see the debate raging in the comments. Third, hit subscribe because we are tracking the private jet flights from Madrid and London, and as soon as a pen touches paper, you will be the first to know. But hold on, because the drama doesn't end here. Sources are telling us that in order to fund the Sterling wages, one of our current fan favourites has been offered to a direct relegation rival. The name will shock you. And across the Pennines, Manchester United scouts were spotted at the same Madrid game watching Garcia. Are we about to get hijacked by our bitterest rivals? The transfer war has just begun. Stay locked, marching on together.